Okay, I'd like to welcome everyone to the June 22nd, regular meeting, hybrid meeting of the Town Council. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. In accordance with the Open Public Meetings Act,
Wait.
roll call, sorry. Roll call,
Mr. Coos?
Here.
Mrs. Diglio?
here.
Mrs. Laffois? Here. Mrs. Teets? Here. Mayor Dixon?
In accordance with the Open Public Meetings Act, notice of this regular meeting was given to the two newspapers of record and posted on the town's website and official bulletin board. Okay, moving on to approval of the minutes. We have the June 28th regular and special meetings. Do I have any changes or any suggestions?
I make a motion to approve the minutes from June 8th, 2026 special meeting and the June 8th regular meeting, and no corrections. As presented.
I'll second that motion.
Roll call, please.
Mr. Coos?
Yes.
Mrs. Laffois?
Yes.
Mrs. Teets?
Yes,
Deputy Mayor Diglio?
Yes. At this point in the meeting, the town council welcomes comments from any member of the public on any topic. To help facilitate an orderly meeting and to permit the opportunity for anyone who wishes to be heard, speakers are asked to take one turn at the microphone and please limit their comments to 3 minutes. The clerk will keep time. If reading from a prepared statement, please provide a copy and email a copy to the clerk's office after making your comments so it may be properly reflected in the minutes. Council may choose to comment after the entire public portion has concluded. Please identify yourself and spell your last name for the record.
Ludmila Mekaj, I've made copy for each of you, so.
Thank you.
So again, good evening, Ludmila Mekaj in Newton. Before I begin, I would like to clarify that my attorneys are handling the separate litigation and land use matters related to my property, as you probably from previous know. The concern I am raising tonight is my own as a resident and property owner regarding municipal enforcement and the consistent application of our ordinances. As I understand, the unpermitted fence at 3 Slate Hill Road was before municipal court on May 18th. However, the unpermitted fence and other unpermitted structures remain in place. I first brought these concerns to the town attention in March of this year, and I had also reported them to the former zoning officer approximately 2 years ago. I fully understand that enforcement matters can take time and that there may be legal procedures that the public does not see. However, as a resident directly affected by this matter, I am concerned about the length of time that has passed without a visible resolution. My request tonight is not for special treatment, but simply for the equal application of our ordinances to all property owners. Therefore, I respectfully ask the councils to review this matter and to ensure that our zoning ordinances are being applied consistently, fairly, and equally to all property owners. If there are reasons for the delay, I would appreciate transparency regarding the process so that residents can have confidence that the enforcement is being carried out uniformly. Thank you for your time and consideration.
Thank you. Is there anyone else from the public that wishes to be heard? Tom, is there anyone on?
No raised hand.
Does anyone wish to reply?
No, I'll have Helen or someone from staff reach out to LaVille and email her an update for the issue at hand.
Okay. No other comments. We'll move on to council and manager reports. Tom?
Sure. Thanks, Deputy Mayor. Just hope everyone had a very good Father's Day to all the dads who celebrated. Friendly reminder, we're closed Friday, July 3rd for Independence Day. Hope everybody enjoys the 250th. 275 for Newton, just saying, and older. Next council meeting, Monday, July 13th. Please make sure you have that on your calendar. And we're looking for volunteers for the World Soccer Championship, trying to make sure I say it correctly. So if anybody's interested in volunteering for the July 19th championship event, please let us know in the manager's office. We need lots of volunteers. Hopefully it'll be a big turnout, and we're starting the process, and you get a cool Newton jersey in the process. So please reach out to Kat or I if you'd like to volunteer. That's all. Thanks, Deputy Mayor.
Councilman Kuz?
Yeah, so just as Mr. Russo said, I appreciate the fulfillment of Dr. Makaj's request, and just kind of as a broad statement for anyone in the public observing, the role of the council is not to adjudicate issues like this. It's simply to establish the zoning and then hope that our zoning is consistently enforced. And it sounds like we're going to have a report. And Mr. Russo, if you don't mind, just perhaps sharing the response with us, we would appreciate that, so we can make sure that everyone's on the same page in case further questions do arise. That's all I have.
Thank you. Councilwoman LeBlanc?
Just briefly, the next economic development committee meeting is July 14th. For anyone that's interested. Tom, super excited about the World Soccer event in town. And just a reminder for as I've been driving around town, I see so many houses that are decorated so beautifully in recognition of the 4th of July and just the whole season of the country's 250th anniversary. And want to just remind people that there is a house decorating contest going on with the winner receiving, I believe it's a $250 right? Gift card prize. So please submit your addresses to the town manager's office so you can be included. Lots of people with a lot of patriotic pride and wonderful decorating skills. In addition, we are also running a contest for the most patriotic dog dressed in their finest Uncle Sam attire. So please submit those pictures as well. And engage with our social media a little bit. Lots of good content being posted often. And that's all I have for tonight. Deputy Mayor, thank you.
Thank you. Councilwoman Teets?
There's been a lot of events the last 2 weeks. Most of it has already been on social media and posted numerous times. But quick recognition for the Newton First Aid Squad that had their annual dinner on Friday, June 12th, I think it was, right? So needless to say, their director, our former council, our current council member, JP, does an awesome job putting together all the stats and stuff. And it's just very impressive how quick they respond. And, they're responding to like 99.6% of the calls in the town of Newton within just a couple of minutes. So very impressive. Sandy, I know they recognized you for Lifetime Achievement, but you had quickly departed. So sorry you missed the recognition. But JP said some very nice things about you. So thank you for all that you have done for the squad. And I will just give a quick shout out. The last Monday on June 15th, Liberty Towers hosted the Pizza with Police along with the rec committee. And our very own Eric Soroka, who's standing here amongst us, did an awesome job with the seniors and talking about current scams. And what I really liked is they were engaged. It was very interactive, and Detective Soroka was having them give examples. And it's just great to see that partnership and how the seniors interact. And Detective Sergeant Judy Torres was there, and she was also, sitting amongst the tables and chatting and as well as several of the officers. So just a really nice interaction. And we went through a lot of pizza. So there were no leftovers, just saying. And that's all for today. Thank you.
I will say, Michelle, we were doing so many activities with our senior groups, Liberty Towers, Primetime Seniors, just the recreation department is doing so many things. And for those of us of a certain age that are almost qualified to participate, I just think that people automatically think you have to be retired or you have to be, you know, in even more experienced. And I just think that there's so much going on. I mean, you know, thank you for the information around scams. And I know that the Recreation Commission has been doing like tech trainings. And it's just so important because they're getting more and more and more just smart about the phishing emails that come in. They're just getting more sophisticated with trying, and it's very easy for people to think, you know, oh, that email is
Legit,
it's
yeah.
legit or whatever. Voice recognition, phone calls, all kinds of crazy stuff. So thank you for doing that. But lots of senior activities. So just a plug to stay plugged into us because there's a lot of cool stuff going on.
And I will say after the pizza party, there was close to like more than 45 people, I believe there.
That's great.
And I would say 43 of them at least came up and said something very positive, like, thank you for doing all of this. And, you know, what a great interaction and stuff. So it was good, very positive.
Thanks for raising that.
Okay, in addition to all the comments that were made, I'd like to remind the seniors that Primetime meets on the first and third Wednesday, 12:30 at the First Aid Squad on Sussex Street right now. I would like to congratulate our Chief of Police on his receiving Chief of the Year award this year. Dan Finkel, congratulations. And let everybody know that the Taste of Newton is definitely on for September 14th. Preparation is being made for that at the present time. And I don't think I have anything else in addition to that, so we can move on to ordinances, which we have two ordinances this evening for introduction. Ordinance 2026-14. Okay, oh no, sorry, 13. Okay, moving ahead of myself. Bond ordinance providing an appropriation of $1,606,500 for various capital improvements in and by the town of Newton in the county of Sussex, New Jersey, and authorizing the issuances of $1,161,864.79 bonds or notes for the town of Newton for financing part of the appropriation. Do I have a motion to introduce?
I'll make a motion to introduce ordinance 2026-13.
I will second that.
Roll call, please.
Mr. Coos?
Yes.
Mrs. LaFois?
Yes.
Mrs. Teets?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Diglio?
Yes.
The public hearing on the above ordinance will be held Monday, July 13th at 7 p.m. or as soon thereafter as the matter may be heard.
Thank you. Moving on to ordinance 2026-14, bond ordinance providing an appropriation of $1,218,000 for various water sewer improvements in and by the town of Newton in the county of Sussex, New Jersey, and authorizing the issuance of $1,159,500 bonds or notes for the town of, or notes of the town for financing part of the appropriation.
I'll offer ordinance 2026-14.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
I will second.
Okay, roll call, please.
Mr. Coos?
Yes.
Mrs. LaFois?
Yes.
Mrs. Teets?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Diglio?
Yes. Public hearing?
Oh, it will be on July 13th, 7 p.m.
Okay. Moving on to the consent agenda. All items listed with an asterisk are considered to be routine and non-controversial by the town council and will be approved by one motion. There will be no separate discussion of these items unless a council member so requests, in which case the item will be removed from the consent agenda and considered in its normal sequence on the agenda. Tom, will you please review the ordinances?
Sure. Resolutions 191 is the request for Governor Sherrill to restore funding to the New Jersey School of Conservation. 192 is a renewal for consumption licenses. 193 appoints Dave Tiedemann to Utility Advisory Board. 194 is a Chapter 159 for the New Jersey Clean Communities Grant. 195 is a Chapter 159 for the Patrick Leahy Bulletproof Vest Partnership Program. 196 is a Chapter 159 Shared Service Agreement with Sparta. 197 is a Chapter 159 Gunnar J. Bigley Foundation Grant. 198 is a refund. 199 and 200 are renewals. 201 authorizes award of bid 2609, $397,847 for the New Hampshire Street Water Main Project. 202 bills and vouchers. 203 capital budget amendment. And 204 is another Chapter 159 for the recycling tonnage grant, $86,173.80.
Great. Ms. Grant, coming
Do I have any council members who wish to have any resolutions removed for discussion?
192, please.
Two. Okay. Can I have a motion to approve the agenda as presented, the resolution agenda as presented, minus resolution 192?
I'll offer the consent agenda as presented, Res. 192-2026.
And I will second with the exception of 192 of 2026.
Roll call, please.
Mr. Coos,
Yes, but abstaining from checks 15958 and 15948.
Mrs. LaFois,
Yes.
Mrs. Teets,
Yes,
Deputy Mayor Diglio.
Yes, abstaining from check number 15192. Moving forward, JP?
So I bring 192 out for separate discussion because there are 2, maybe 3 licenses listed up for renewal that have not had retail operation for a number of years. Some of which have, in my opinion, not necessarily made bona fide efforts to initiate retail operations. And in a municipality where we are focused on growing our business community and providing opportunities for everyone who wants an opportunity, the question, I think, becomes whether or not it is reasonable, whether or not it is effective, whether or not it is beneficial to continuing to renew functionally inactive licenses when we certainly have other business prospects or prospective business owners in the town and the community that could potentially take hold of the license and make genuine effort. And without explicitly specific information, I don't know, and I don't necessarily want to put you on the spot with that notice. But Terry, I don't know if you can provide maybe an overview of the status of some of these borderline inactive or genuinely inactive licenses that are on the table.
Well, the 3 that you were talking about, we did send letters to, and we did receive a response. One is actively working to open up by, I believe, they said in their letter by December of this year.
Which
They-
license was that?
That was for, it's called The Spot.
The spot.
Yes, that would be the Newton Sports Bar and Grill.
85 or 173? Sorry, I
173.
lost.
Yeah, 173.
173, okay.
And they are actively making progress. They advised me that their second liquor license that they own, the Spring Alley Cafe, they plan to have open by next December. As for the Finn Aries, that's the 144, well, it's not even 144 Spring Street because it really doesn't have a location, but that's what we put there because what it was last time. She's willing to sell it, and I have sent a few people her way. I don't know if, what she's asking is reasonable. But I have sent a few people her way, but nothing has moved. The 3 of them have to make theirs active by August of 2028, or they will lose the license. The issue is if we do not renew their license, then we would lose their license. So it's not like somebody can come and get it or buy it. So But the state did crack down. There's been people that have been inactive for many, many years. So that's why they put this, it's called a portal together. They have it in stages of when they can, they have to have action on their license, either sell it or open it.
So if I'm understanding what you're saying correctly, is that perhaps handling this internally is a little premature and it may be reasonable just to let the state's timeline play out.
Could be, like I said, we did give them a little nudge this year. And that, I think, got action out of at least one of them so far. And the other one, I think once one is done, the next one will go. And, you know, the third one, you know, when the clock runs out, she'll be out. So it doesn't matter how much money she'd want for it, she'd lose it.
And she's fully aware of that August 2028.
Yep.
And once we lose that, how hard is it? It's
We can't get it back.
okay. So I know that,
We are grandfathered in. If you go by population, I believe we're allowed to have one liquor license, because I think it's 10,000 residents per consumption license. So technically, we're way over that.
every year Helen and I go, when we're down at the League of Municipalities, we go to the updates and it's amazing how it has not moved forward.
Yeah. I think this helps,
You know.
that like their new process, I think is helping, because when I did say, you know, you will lose your license. You can't keep it inactive forever.
I agree, that will definitely help, but
But it's gonna
also
come crunch
scary
time,
if
yeah,
we lose it
yeah,
and can't get it back, so.
but.
And Rochelle indicated every November when we're down at the League of Municipalities, we go to the session. I can't help myself but to go to the microphone, and because it's the same update every year. When at the same session, we've got the mayor of, name a city, Patterson, Newark, Trenton, who are sitting on 400 licenses that they don't want. And there can't be a transference agreement, there can't be a sale, there can't be anything. And I always bring up the fact that we are one of 21 county seats with a third of our properties non-rateable, and that this would be a wonderful way to provide some additional relief to the county seats, and
They so wholeheartedly agree and they're gonna make progress, but you know, Eric, you know, attorneys.
I would suggest that you lobby your legislators directly rather than just going down. I mean,
Do there.
remember, a lot of the licenses that are inactive in the towns you mentioned and others that we have represented date all the way back to post-World War II. Anybody who came back from the war had the right to get a liquor license. And therefore, there are towns that have several hundred times the number of liquor license they are allowed to have. And once you get rid of them, once they're gone, they're gone. So the state needs, and it was, for those of you who recall what happened most recently, it was a long slog. Somebody in Berticelli wanted all kinds of changes, wanted wine and beer licenses, etc. And the industry carried on like no tomorrow and convinced them all. I mean, what should happen is basically the state should allow towns who want to sell inactive licenses, to towns that want them.
for the argument that says,
You
well.
guys are
people that-
way ahead. I know there are very significant dry towns
Yeah,
in this state who could use multiple licenses, and you're one of them. And I would suggest talking to the members of the legislature. I would suggest that you try to get an audience with whoever this week's ABC director is. I can't keep track anymore. They changed it again with the new governor. And try to convince the league as well that what you all need is revenue.
yeah, and for the argument that people, I mean, the only plausible argument that people keep hanging their hat on is that, well, for all the people that have already paid top dollar for their liquor license, then offer them a 5-year tax, some sort of 5-year tax relief to offset, you know, the perceived value. I mean, it's crazy that I could go 15 miles up to New York and get one 3 days for $1,200.
Most of the people who have acquired these licenses pay very little, if any, to acquire them. For every town that sells a liquor license for $500,000 and more, there are plenty of towns that can't get rid of them because there's too many out there
Yeah.
as it is.
Jersey City, Bayonne.
I mean, we've talked to
Yeah.
the legislators in all of those towns too. Like, we'd love to just transfer them. Anyways, thanks for the discussion, JP.
Yeah, I don't think it's just, I mean, Newton has but it's Sussex County too. There's not a lot of towns that have an abundance of them except in Sussex County.
Great, and what good does it if the state has, if there's 400 alone in Patterson or Newark, I mean, exponentially start to number that out, does the state no good either if they're all sitting pocketed or
They're gonna lose
used
it.
or whatever? Right, but it's a revenue
I
opportunity.
mean, they did say that now I believe you can sell them, but it has to be to an adjoining municipality.
Municipality, so
Which-
Patterson can sell them.
And Sussex County doesn't help you because everybody's trying to get them,
Right.
but
And who does border us, Mount Arlington or whomever, they don't have them either, so. So we have to play hopscotch, okay, so Patterson, you sell to Passaic, you sell to Clifton, and like move them up, come on.
so, I mean, like I said, they've made some progress on it, but some of them selling it to an adjoining municipality, especially up here, who's gonna give it up? Like, we wouldn't,
That was just a handout, that was just a.
yeah, that was just,
Feel-
oh yeah, we made something, but
We
it
had
didn't
some
really go
progress.
far.
Really good.
Or in the alternative, allow for the specialty licenses they talked about. To allow, the restaurant industry lobbied real hard last legislative session to expand wine and beer licenses for restaurants, and they thought they had a shot. And they did have a shot in the legislature, and it's inevitable wisdom got cold feet. You never know, something could come up in the next week. This is when they're most dangerous. From now to June 30th, they're their most dangerous.
Can I have a motion to approve resolution 193? 192, sorry.
I'll make a motion to approve resolution 192-2026.
I will second that.
Roll call, please.
Mr. Coos,
Yes.
Mrs. LaFois,
Yes.
Mrs. Teets,
Yes,
Deputy Mayor Diglio.
Yes. Okay. I will now reopen to the public for any comments.
Yes, again, Ludmila Mekash, I'd like to thank the manager for saying that he'll try his staff to reach out to me. In the same time, thank you, Mr. Kus, for saying something and looking into this. Again, I'd like to reiterate my last sentence to make sure that you understand what I'm trying to convey. I'm saying I ask respectfully the council to review this matter and to ensure that our zoning ordinances are being applied consistently, fairly, and equally to all property owners. Why I'm saying this, I have a good reason for that. And I have all my notes. If there are reasons for delays, I would appreciate transparency. So what I'm looking here, besides what the manager is doing, maybe one of the councils to look into and to see what's going on and why this is a delay and why those properties, those unpermitted structures are still in place. And there is not any action taken for. Thank you.
Is there anyone else in the public that wishes to be heard? Is there anyone on?
No reason.
No, there is not. Okay, there's no discussions for this evening. Okay, any other council and manager reports?
I two quick things. So I stopped by the pool. They are, other than maybe today, because it wasn't the sunniest of all days, but they've been rocking and rolling down there, and it seems very popular amongst all the residents, and quite a few have signed up. So it sounds like over 25% of the residents have signed up for the memberships, which is great.
Nice.
And the attendance there has been pretty good. And they've got some new umbrellas, so they look good. And my only other comment that I missed was the Board of Education meeting is tomorrow night. We haven't had one since our 2 meetings ago. So, thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else have anything to say?
I'll just add that if perhaps I'm perceiving the statement correctly. If there are instances where the zoning ordinances are not being applied consistently, fairly, and equally to all property owners. Bring the specific items forth for a review, because otherwise, outside of just looking at every single zoning complaint in its entirety, which may take a little bit of time, if there are specific instances that are known. Bring them forth so they can be addressed.
Thank you. Any other comments? With nothing else being needed to be said, we have no executive session. So I'm looking for a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn at 7:32.
And I will second.
Roll call, please. Or actually,
All in favor?
all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Yeah.
At this point, the meeting is officially over.